Okay, so this is the second part of the video I was doing before because my call got interrupted. But anyway, I'm not going to start again because I will keep both videos. So, yes, as I was saying, if you can listen to the song before I'm saying what I'm saying now. So if you pause the video now, listen to Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. See how you feel from it, see what you think, see, how the words touch you and all of that, like I'm saying, especially if you're a mum. This isn't only for mums though, because obviously you may be an auntie, you may be somebody who's very close to a mum, and even though she may not have connected with me, you may share my videos with her, but she may not, we might not connect on a soul level, so it may be that you and I have connected and you're able to be that person in her life that is able to offer her some of this wisdom that will help her with her parenting. That is often, obviously if she's open to it. But so like I said about those slight changes in the frequency that I would make. So, listen to the song, and then as I'm saying this now, I will also, if I'm able to, leave the lyrics below so you're able to read those as well. But, the unbreakable bond that the mother and son are able to have, because again, this is very important at this time for you, because there are lots of statistics, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of parent bonds which are not healthy at all, which then also spills into the man's romantic relationship, which is just not pretty. You see a lot of jokes about mother-in-laws and things like that, which are just, I'm sure you don't want to be that mother-in-law. So let's create the life that you actually want. Okay, so there's a part in the song where it says that she knows that he'll be back again when the days and the nights get a little bit colder. That's not something that, I would kind of say or feel, because, once you've raised your son in a certain way, no, he won't be going anywhere maybe, or even if he does go to spread his wings and learn as we do as human beings, it's not that he'll be back because his days have got colder, but because maybe he wants to include you in his amazing life. There does come a time where a boy needs to grow up. He needs to learn that level of independence, but do it from a place where he is nurtured. He does feel safe, and therefore he has that confidence and self-esteem that you are able to nurture into him in your happy, healthy home. I help women to create a happy, healthy home where each member in that household thrives in harmony together. So, this will be him growing up because he needs to become this autonomous, sovereign human being and take responsibility for what he's creating in his life. And, it says that, he's determined to go. Yes, because he's determined to be a man. It's part of his growing up and his unfolding into this human experience that he's here to have on this earth. So it's not something that a woman needs to take personally. I have a group, Wealthy Wives Club, and us as wealthy wives, my sister, my queen, by the end of this video, if you listen to what I'm saying, that it won't be something that you need to take personally, that when your son needs to grow, he needs to spread his wings, he needs to experience things. That's just part of his human development, and he can do that, and you can help him in a way and guide him when he asks for it by showing him some respect as well in that, because respect is very important for the divine masculine, and that is what your son is. He is very different to you, so please don't make him into a woman. He's a man. He's different. So you don't need to take it personally. He's going to have his own life, and the dynamics of mother and son is very different to any other dynamic on the planet. So he's not trying to, even though in the words it says, oh, you're never going to escape me. That sounds very kind of like controlling, like, you're not going to go anywhere. But as a different frequency, the way I see it is that no, he's not trying to escape you. So that's another part that not too aligned. And then like I said before about where it says he'll be back because his days and nights are a little bit colder, he won't be back out of sadness, but because he's including you, his dear loved mother, who has accepted him through all of that growing. There's a lot of different things that as a human being, through the teenage years and all these different years where he will be exploring, he will be learning, he'll be hurt, he may try things that are not to your approval, but this is where it's, are you making him into a person who looks for your validation, or that up till he's like really old, for as long as he's living in your house or whatever, you want to punish him because he has a different, like maybe mindset in certain ways to you. There's a lot of things that we can learn from our children if we are open to it. So yeah, there's so many parts, but the majority of the lyrics in the song, the majority, like the music, the way she sings it, everything, it really touches deep. And you know, when you think about that everlasting bond that you will be able to have with your son, you know, I'm just so pleased for you. I'm pleased for you, your family, your son, his future family, if that's what he chooses. You know, it's all just amazing. And you know, you are a massive part in that. If you've heard me speak before, I often say to you, as a woman, you're more like a thermostat than a thermometer. You have a lot of influence to control the temperature and the environment that you have, especially in your own home. Especially in your own home. Rather than being like a thermometer who is just complaining and going crazy at the chaos and things that are happening, and not seeing that you have that that control, well, not control, but influence. You have you have your sphere of influence, and how you show up has a huge influence on those around you, especially in your home. So like I said, you know, hopefully now you're watching this because you already listened to the song. So now I'd invite you to go back and listen to it again, with this slight difference in the reframe of the mindset of what I've said and some of those words. And you know, if you feel called, like I said, go ahead, send me an email, ask me for the PDF about the reclaiming ceremony. And if you like, we can actually book a clarity call where we can go through and look at whether or not it's a fit for you and I to work together. And if that is the case, it may be that you just want a reclaiming ceremony that I can facilitate for you, or you may want to join me on a 90-day magnetic woman program, because there's a lot of successes and the reclaiming ceremony is part of that program. So like I said, reach out to me. Please do leave any comments at the bottom here. I love to see what my listeners think and how they feel, and any things that I've said that have really touched you. It's nice to have that dialogue. I'm a feminine being who loves connection, so you know that intimacy is one of my high values. So please do leave a comment, say something. Please like the video. It helps with the algorithms in YouTube as well. So even if you're watching this on Instagram, please pop over to YouTube and just like it. If you like to, you can subscribe to my channel so you'll know when I do a new video. And share. Please share this with other people, because like I said, you may not be that mother that needs this message, but the day you share it, there may be a mother who is struggling. And there's a lot of women who do not admit how much they are struggling, or sometimes you don't realize that there's something alternative. You know, you don't know what you don't know. So please, let me be in front of as many women as possible. I absolutely love children. I adore families, and men, women, boys, girls, everyone equally. I have such a big heart for. So you know, that is my mission, to affect lots and lots of families, and you know, help women to create that happy, healthy home. So on that note, enjoy the song and let me know what you think below. Take care. Love you lots.